What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, Laniel? What's up, Ty? What's up, RJ? What's up, Robert? What's up, Orieka? What's up, Perla? Y'all come on in. What's up, Bella? What's up, Ogun? What's up, Void? What's up, Camlish? Y'all come on in. What's up, Tanzania? What's up, Marshall? What's up, Carolyn? We'll give them one more minute, y'all, and we'll get started. What's up, Alex? All right. How about we gonna begin? So now, we're talking about Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. So now, who is Sun Wukong? In Asian mythology, Sun Wukong will rise to become the god of the sky, wisdom, chaos, and mischief. Of course. So, where did he come from, or what was his origin story? Now, you know, he comes out of the Journey of the Witch story. He's actually the Chinese adaptation of the East Indian Hanuman. You see what I'm saying? East Indian Hanuman. That's where he derives from, right? So now, what's his origin story? Where did he come from? Now, most stories say he started with a rock, but I'm gonna mix some of the movie. There's two movies out there. One is called Sun Wukong Wreaks Havoc on Heaven, and the other one is called Journey to the West, right? So y'all can check both of those movies out. Sun Wukong Wreak Havoc on Heaven, or Wreak Havoc in Heaven, whichever way you see it, is on Amazon Prime for free. And Journey to the West, I think it's still on Netflix for free, if I'm not mistaken. What's up, Bobby? So you can check both of those out. They both great movies. But that tells the two stories. Wreak Havoc on Heaven, watch that first, because that's the first half of his life, and Journey to the West is the second half of his life. So, so yeah, we're going to get into both. So now, where was he born? I like the movie's adaptation where he was born of the crystal tear of the crystal goddess Newell, which became, which fell into this flower and fruit mountain in the mythology, right? So, why does she need to shed a tear? Is because the Demon King attacked heaven during that particular war in heaven. The Demon King attacked it, and when he destroyed most of heaven himself, after he got defeated by the Jade Emperor, heaven needed to be rebuilt, and so Newell, the Crystal Goddess, decided to sacrifice herself to heal and regenerate heaven. And after she built a shield over heaven, a piece of her tear will fall to earth in the flower and fruit mountain. See what I'm saying? So, and the life force of the crystal would produce Sun Wukong. In the original stories, it's usually a rock. You see what I'm saying? It's usually a rock or a stone. What's up, Mustafa? What's up, Dorothy? It's usually a rock or a stone. But I like the movie's adaptation because the movie's adaptation of it adds more depth to how he was born. You see what I'm saying? Because movies are nothing but alternative perspectives on the original mythologies anyway. So yeah. Let's get it. So where's the story of Sun Wukong? After he was born, he would go on to receive training from Subhuti. After he has a vision of Sun Wukong becoming a deity. Right? He had a vision of it. So now, what happens next? He goes and seeks out Sun Wukong. In the original story, Sun Wukong actually finds him. But in this story, he goes and finds Sun Wukong due to this prophecy, and he goes on to train him for such amount of years. But in actuality, he was in meditation the whole time. See what I'm saying? He was just laying down in meditation for like 100 years. After his training, he woke up and became an immortal. See what I'm saying? After his meditation, he woke up and became an immortal. He achieved his first level of immortality. What's up, Misha? Now, immortality in the Taoist lineage just means different levels of consciousness. You see what I'm saying? That you are achieving as you progress within your internal alchemy. You know, Taoist internal alchemy is what it's called. Now, after he receives his training, he then part ways with Subhuti, and he goes on to build his monkey kingdom at the fruit and flower mountain, or flower and fruit mountain. They have a name for it in the movie, but it's like Huagua or something like that, Huagua. But yeah, Mount Huagua, and he hooks up with the monkeys, and he becomes the leaders of the monkeys. You know, the monkeys. So things go on, and he would eventually let's see. From that point on, Sun Wukong gets trained in the Taoist internal alchemy of the 72 transformations and the Nimbus cloud technique. So that's where y'all see where you get the mythology from in Dragon Ball Z. He also learns the flight skill, meaning he gains the ability to fly. So yeah, and from this point on, as he becomes the handsome monkey king, that's when shit pop off. So I'm gonna pick up here with the base story. That's the base of his story. She get real good after that, but I got a video. I'm gonna let y'all see where they go in on the Monkey King.
He is known by many names. Jitang Da Sheng.
Let me brighten it up here.
He is known by many names. Jitang Da Sheng, Shi Ho, Sun Wukong, or simply the Monkey King. He's always been a notable figure in both Eastern and modern culture, being featured across media throughout the ages. But why is this still the case? The answer, my dear viewer, as with most things, lies in the history of things. So let us unravel the legend of a ludicrously ambitious being, shall we? You may have heard or of Sun Wukong. He's a prominent character featured in the epic 16th century novel written by Wu Cheng-en, Journey to the West, one of the 4 great books of classical Chinese literature. The journey follows the monk Tan Sang-zeng, who is tasked with safeguarding the scriptures of the Buddha across the East, with Wukong being a part of the crew to ensure the mission's success, along with Zhu Baji and Shao Jing, both of whom were once heavenly commanders that served the Jade Emperor, who have since fallen from grace. While some characters are subjectively more interesting than others, they were all thoughtfully characterized and drenched with symbolism. Wukong received particular attention to his characterization, however, as his own backstory is discussed at length for the first few chapters, prior to the start of the journey itself. He began his life not as a monkey, but as a earth, before being molded by the wind into his anthropoid-like form. He gains the trust of his fellow monkeys and is eventually made their king. He quickly becomes a formidable force by demonstrating his strength and cunning to the world, which intimidated beasts and kings alike, making them ally themselves with Wukong for fear of his immeasurable power and unpredictable nature. During his mischievous adventures, he gains the ability to multiply and shapeshift, claims a staff that is able to change its shape at his command, a flying nimbus cloud used for travel, and in what was supposed to be the end of his lifespan, wiped his name, as well as the names of any other monkeys you could find, from the Book of Death, effectively making him immortal, but also causing the Dragon Kings and the Kings of Hell to finally report him to the Jade Emperor for his recklessness. In order to make him a more manageable threat, the Jade Emperor bestows upon Sun Wukong a place amongst those in heavenly society that has the lowest possible position of stable boy. Taking this as an insult, as any pride-filled character would, Wukong goes into open rebellion against the heavens and sets out to prove that he alone is equal to the entirety of the forces of heaven, facing countless demons and heavenly generals on his path, as well as being imprisoned and escaping on multiple occasions. He's eventually halted and imprisoned with absolute authority by the Buddha himself. After a few chapters detailing the life of Tang Sang-zeng, it is revealed to the reader that 500 years have passed since Wukong has been imprisoned, but has now been granted the opportunity to join an escort team to retrieve the scriptures of the Buddha, a chance at freedom that he dare not refuse. And so, by the time he's introduced as a member who will play a central role in the novel, we're fully aware of his brash, trickster-fueled personality, which truly allowed him to shine out from the rest of the cast. After facing many trials and hardships over the course of the novel, Wukong finally receives true immortality through attaining Buddhahood, a transformation meant to awe us as we witness a mischievous personality humble themselves, and in the process, achieve enlightenment. Which leads to a pivotal point of introspection, the purpose of the novel itself. While somewhat cryptic in nature, the novel guises itself as a fantasy adventure, while in reality is a story on the transformation of Buddhism from its conceptualization to its refinement. You see, Buddhism was inherently derived from Hinduism, with the former slowly spreading throughout the Asian peninsula during the 3rd century. While Chinese Buddhism in particular contained elements of the philosophical stances that originated from India, it had also absorbed many elements of Confucianism and Taoism, Taoism being a spiritual and naturalistic outlook on life, contrasted with Confucianism, which has a more rationalistic and humanistic approach to one's existence. The introduction of Buddhism greatly assisted with stabilizing the Rowdy region, despite a majority of the Indian philosophies being lost in translation. However, an individual aimed to change this. A few centuries later, during the Tang Dynasty, the Chinese monk Shansung, motivated to bring about insight, yet against the wishes of the emperor, left the capital city Chang'an in the year 1629 and traveled across China to the Indian subcontinent in order to seek insight. A few years passed, and despite being banished by the emperor for leaving, upon Shansung's return, he had received the complete support of the emperor to establish monasteries dedicated to translating the scriptures he had brought back. Fast forward a few hundred years, and with increased understanding concerning the original scriptures, and in an effort to maximize the ideology's reach, Journey to the West was conceived as a retelling of the quest, which served as a gateway to inspire self-introspection, or for the non-aware reader, casually banter the journey turned legend. Additionally, the novel's emphasis on the bureaucratic structure system of the heavens reflects the structure of imperial Chinese society during the Ming Dynasty, which created a semblance of reality for well-read citizens of the era to recognize and relate to, with elements of Confucianism adding layers of thought-provoking insights grounded in reality, while the magical and naturalistic elements of Taoism surrounded the core truth of the journey over layers of fantasy. It becomes evident through reading the novel, however, that all these elements combine together to persuade us to see the disillusions within our own lives, thus heralding the teachings of Buddhism, and subtly imploring the reader to open their eyes to its teachings, but not forcing them down such a path, as that would defeat the very purpose of the ideology itself. What we've just discussed is why the novel is held in such high regard from a cultural and historical standpoint. However, the structure and grand style of Journey to the West has also made it a source of inspiration for writers aiming to tell interesting stories. It manages to intermingle a seemingly simple tale with an immensely layered plot, with characters who have their own motivations and agendas added into the mix, creating a living and believable world for the reader to become immersed in, with Wukong in particular being favored by countless people by virtue of his vibrant personality, which is in stark contrast to not only the novel's cast, but truly, there's nobody quite like him across Chinese mythology. It's also worth noting that his character arc forms the basis for a commonly used writing structure, the hero's journey. Arcs of highs and lows protagonists go through before emerging victorious and reformed at the end of their journey. And while not the first to use this structure, Wukong is considered a quintessential character to study for writers aiming to create compelling anti-heroes. But his distinct design, personality, and epic personal journey are all features that make him resonate with so many people. In fact, when the novel was first translated into English in 1942, it was even retitled Monkey, framing Wukong as the main protagonist of the story, which had inadvertently shifted the focus of the novel from the journey itself to Wukong as the tale's hero. Something to note, however, is that original retellings of Shan Tsung's quest to turn to legend had utilized a monkey as the protagonist of the journey, something Journey to the West had incorporated during its conceptualization to bring about a sense of familiarity to a story some may have heard of, while simultaneously reassigning character roles and fleshing them out accordingly. Wukong's powers aside, it's why some may not have heard of his companions, or even of the journey itself. Meanwhile, regardless if you've read the novel, you'd be hard-pressed to have not heard of Wukong, as you'll notice him throughout our modern age referenced in media, or as a source of inspiration for stories. His own story learned of through modernized adaptations, as well as his countless iterations across mediums. And over the last few years, you may have noticed that nowhere is this more evident than in video games. It's no secret, but video game developers have a reason for depicting a version of the Monkey King to appear in their own games, and that's to take advantage of a popular character who is copyright-free in order to tap into Asian-based gaming markets, thus bringing in a wider audience of players who might find other aspects of the developer's game that they might enjoy. Of course, the reasons mentioned here aren't exclusively taken advantage by video game developers, as various forms of media use Wukong's infamy to their advantage in order to secure an audience of interest. Seriously, if you think there's been one too many superhero films, you should check out the Monkey King's catalog. Ironically, however, the simplest way to think of Wukong in today's age is quite simply to classify him as a hero. He's someone who has extraordinary abilities and has achieved extraordinary feats, has a firm root in pop culture, as well as widespread public reception, as he's known by both the young and old across the globe. We could further boil down Wukong's presence in media today to cultural significance and widespread appeal, but peeling away the layers reveals aspects to him that we can all learn from. While he owes his fame in part for being the prideful trickster that he is, choosing to read Journey to the West transforms him from being just some OP hero that's in all your MOBAs to a genuinely interesting character who has intrinsically intrigued countless across the ages. Indeed, while one could watch a video dissecting every aspect of Wukong and the novel itself, I do believe that the pleasure and insight that comes from experiencing any story arises from reaching the end for yourself. And so, despite many aspects of Journey to the West remaining whispers in the West, the Monkey King is still known far and wide today. And one could argue that as long as someone remembers your name and legacy, that you truly have achieved
So there y'all go. The original story of the Monkey King. The immortal icon, that's what they call him. Which is true. Shit, 16th century, what that is, like, they usually count up a century, so it's like, what, 1700? Somewhere up in there. But anyway, so he been at it for a minute now. So now, let's see. As y'all can see, the Monkey King did many things. We gonna go over a lot of this. So let's start with what the Monkey King is capable of. He achieves what is known as the Golden Gaze, true sight, the Nimbus Cloud technique, which is cloud surfing, like Goku, superhuman durability. He acquires the Ryu Jingu Buns, which is the magical staff that you see him with from the Dragon King. Let's see here. His hair can create monkey clones or transform into various weapons, because his hair is magical. He also has the power over weather, which is Atmos Kinesis, weather manipulation. Let's see. He also has time magic, which he can use to time freeze people, or freeze them in time, right? So those are just some of the abilities that he has. Some of the things that he can do. He can also, what you like to call transfiguration, where he can grow himself into a giant version of himself. He did that in the movie, which I'll show y'all real quick. Let's see. Let me not forget to show you a picture of him. Let me see. Let me go to Monkey King right here. That's the Monkey King, Son Wukong. Yep. One of the baddest fucking characters, mythological characters in the world. See what I'm saying? In the world. So yeah, let's get over here to this particular scene here.
Check it out.
Now you see where they get the idea of King Kong from. Now you see where they get the idea of King Kong from. He literally turned into King Kong in that moment. You see what I'm saying? King Kong in that moment. Now, y'all would be shocked to know that he also gained 7 levels of immortality. Levels of consciousness and power, right? Of course, he told you about the Book of Mortals, which is, he scribbled his name out of the Book of Death. So that's what the Book of Mortals is, so that he couldn't die and gain a level of immortality from that. Next, he ate the that was part 2. First he had training from Subhuti. That was the first part. That was the first level of immortality he gained. His martial and spiritual and mental training to align his mind, body, spirit, and soul. The second one, he scribbled his name and all the other monkeys out the Book of Death, or the Book of Mortals, as it's also called. The third one, when he got to heaven, he ate the immortal peaches, the peaches of immortality. That gave him a 3rd level of immortality. The 4th, he drank heavenly wine. They drank the J Emperor's heavenly wine. That gave him the 4th level of immortality. Next, he took Lao Tzu's pills of longevity. 6, he gained true sight, which is the heavenly sight, the Golden Gaze I told y'all earlier. So that was 6th level of immortality. And finally, he ate the Buddha's food. He ate the Buddha's food, so there's 7. Of course, the 7 levels of consciousness represent the 7 chakras, of course. So the 7 levels of immortality represent the 7 chakras. So that's what's happening. So now let's continue here. The Monkey King, how powerful is he? When we say how powerful he is, motherfuckers are forced to be reckoned with. No matter what story you look into, the Monkey King is hell on earth, heaven, and in the underworld. Everybody, what's up to Sunday? Everybody fears and respect the Monkey King because he done fucked up heaven, earth, and hell. And the underworld, right? So now, check this out. The Monkey King single-handedly defeats the army of heaven's 100,000 celestial warriors, all 28 constellations, all 4 heavenly kings, Nizha, the god of protection and fire, and proves that he is equal to the heavenly general Erlian Sheen. I think I'm saying it right. Erlian Sheen, something like that. But it's Erlian Sheen, I think. I think that's how you say his name properly. Erlian Sheen. Don't quote me on it. So he so the man whooped up 100,000 heavenly soldiers, wiped out 28 constellations, whooped up on 4 heavenly kings, defeated Mizar, the god of protection, and went toe-to-toe with the baddest general in heaven. You see what I'm saying? The baddest general in heaven. It took everybody. They couldn't just beat him by himself. It took a whole squad of motherfuckers to, to imprison him or shut him down, right? Now that's the original storyline. In the movies, my nigga whoop up on all the fucking heavenly warriors and everybody. Then he go and kick the fucking Demon King ass. See what I'm saying? He gonna whoop everybody ass. He defeats the Demon King and goddamn restores balance to all 3 planes, right? After that, cause the Demon King did some treacherous shit. He killed his monkey brothers, his monkey family, and his girlfriend. We're gonna get to his girlfriend in a little bit. But he's still punished by the Buddha, cause the Buddha, in the original story, the Buddha tricks him into making a bet that he can survive Buddha's palm, and he then Buddha palms him and took back into a rock, which he spends in prison for 500 years. He becomes a disciple of 500 years later he becomes a disciple of Tang Sanzong. You see what I'm saying? Tang Sanzong, and then they will go on and journey to the West, which is actually America. See what I'm saying? And now it's America. Everybody's journeying to the West right now. Why are they coming to America? Because all the information is over here right now. All the spiritual information, occult information, and powerful information, period, is over here. And the reason why it's over here right now, because this is the prophesized period where this group of enlightened beings will be born out of the Aryan race. The Aryan race, known as the Amaruvians, or what they would say Maruvians in their group, but Amaruvians, which is the sixth roof race that comes out of the Aryan race. So that's us. That's any star child or star seed or spiritual person that's going against the grain of the established religious orders right now would be considered an Amaruvian. So these Amaruvians were prophesied to help lead the world into the new golden age, and even give birth to the 7th root race. I don't ask me I remember what the name of the 7th root race is off the top of my head. Yeah, I can't remember. But we focus on the 6 anyway. So they will rise up mainly in the they said California, but we all know they everywhere. They in all 50 states. Angkor Wat shows that in Cambodia that the Buddhas will rise in all 50 states instead of just one or 2 places. They will rise up. These Buddhas, these Amaruvians, these nigga Junas will rise up in all 50 states of this particular territory, which we know is North America. The United States of America, right? So at this particular time, they will be born into a great city, that they themselves built. We built it. Our ancestors built it. Now we're just using it to finish up what we started. You know, all those aeons ago. So now, while they over here and journey to the west, let's see here. The group would encounter 81 tribulations while they over here. Now, I wish they had listed the 81 tribulations, but it's too many anyway. What's up, Jay Sagacity? What's up, Jay Jacksonville? It's too many anyway. But the group encounters 81 tribulations. And they have the Monkey King and Tang Sanzong and his people have to overcome all 81 tribulations. Now, 8 plus 1 equals 9. What are these 81 tribulations? That's the struggle. That's the strife that you have to deal with on all levels of consciousness. You see what I'm saying? Whether it be from the root chakra to the crown chakra, right? All levels of consciousness, all the trials you have to go through, you go through these things and you deal with all these tribulations. Once you deal with all these tribulations, then you begin to become more aware of yourself. You start to come back into the knowledge of self, and you start tapping into the true you. And so this is what happened with the Monkey King here. This is what happened with the Monkey King. During the journey to the west, the Monkey King learns virtues and learns teachings of Buddhism. There, the Monkey King attained Buddhahood, becoming the victorious fighting Buddha for his service and strength. So, this is what this is all about. You go through these 81 tribulations to become the new Buddha, the Nigga Juna. You see what I'm saying? The modern day Nigga Junas, the modern day Buddhas here in America, as the prophesied Amaruvian children. Those 7 levels of consciousness, those 7 levels of immortality that you must awaken inside of you, those 7 chakras that you must awaken inside of you, that stairway to heaven. You see what I'm saying? You gotta take step by step. See what I'm saying? Like the OJs told us. So as you go through these levels of consciousness and you deal with these 81 tribulations that the world throws at you, both and what's going on inside you as well, you start to awaken to this Christ-like, enchanted, superhuman or super earthling state. You see what I'm saying? This super earthling state, which is known as Buddhahood, Christhood, and whatever other name for it in other particular groups. But yes, you attain these levels of immortality and become the master. You see what I'm saying? The master. You achieve this glow. You achieve this Christ consciousness, this super saiyan, as they were saying also in a more alternative version. You had levels of super saiyan. You see what I'm saying? You know, Dragon Ball Z, I've broken down Dragon Ball Z on multiple occasions. What's up, Amelia? I've broken it down on multiple occasions. I always tell y'all that Son Goku is the Japanese name for Son Wukong. He literally rides on the Nimbus cloud, which is his ability to cloud surf, right? That's what y'all seeing. He carries his pole. I think I forget the name of it. They have a different name for it in Dragon Ball Z. And he meets who? A Master Roshi. Who is Master Roshi? He is Subhuti in their story. He is Subhuti. That's Goku's first master. And so they learn what? The turtle arts, shell defenses. Who had the turtle arts? The turtle arts are not in China. The turtle arts came out of America. Because who has the stories of the world turtle? We do. The world turtle's name is Kia. And what is the world turtle? It's the world soul. You see what I'm saying? It's the world soul. So this is what's going on here. This is what's going on here. So they mastered these turtle arts. They mastered these turtle arts. Him and Goku and his companions at that time, which was Krillin, Tien, and Chaozu at that time. And they will go on and develop, they will go on these journeys and deal with multiple motherfuckers, both in the underworld, on the earthly plane, and they will even meet deities in heaven. See what I'm saying? In the original Dragon Ball series. See, then you get into Dragon Ball Z, where they start really showing you some powerful shit when the ETs or the Anunnaki and everybody start coming to the planet. you know, and start upgrading the DNA. You know, the first motherfuckers they had to deal with who? Son Wukong's brother, Raditz. You see what I'm saying? And Raditz give him hell. Raditz give him hell. Son Wukong dies, and he has to go to heaven and learn from who? King Kai. Kai is actually another name for Earth. See what I'm saying? Another name for Earth. Heavenly Earth in this case. You know, the heavenly paradigm of Earth. Because Earth has 3 levels. 3 major levels. It's the underworld, the earthly plane, and then you got the upper world, which is the heavenly realms of Mother Earth. You know? So this is what you got going on here. So he goes down a path literally called Snake Way, which is Kundalini, the spine. You know, Kundalini energies, the serpent energy inside of you. Hell, he even falls into hell for a second, learns his lessons in the underworld, then he comes back out. And while he's there, he achieves what? Kaioken. Kaioken is the what? Red glow. You know, the body's ability to naturally bioluminate. We've already talked about this. Show enough. See what I'm saying? Originally known as Show enough. Show enough did it first. The red glow. Then, once Vegeta and Nappa comes, cause it's a race of monkeys. It's a race of the monkey. It's all monkey energy, you know. And Planet Saiyan, I think that was, if I'm not mistaken, Planet Saiyan or Saiyan, something like that. Planet Saiyan is literally a race of advanced monkey warriors and warriors, right? So you see this, you see this monkey energy pervading all through fucking the story. So and you see a lot of what Goku goes through. He's this goofy, laid back guy, but when you piss him off, he snaps, and then he can throw down with the best of them. Right? So you can fast forward to when he fought Frieza, and he achieved the state of Super Saiyan. You know, his God form, you know, the God form, the deity. He becomes a deity finally, you know, and then he goes into levels of deityhood, you know, levels of Kundalini consciousness. Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, if we count GT, Super Saiyan 4, where he becomes the golden ape, or where he learned how to fucking, you know, their ability to transform the apes in the Bible is called transfiguration. That's their ability to expand themselves into giants. You know, they no longer limited to just being small humans. They can expand themselves into giant celestial beings. You know, that's called transfiguration in the Bible. See what I'm saying? So it gets realer. It gets even realer. With this Son Wukong energy. I'm gonna be jumping from story to story, so y'all gotta bear with me here. So you know, let's see here. 4 levels of Super Saiyan, you know, which is 4 levels of God consciousness, you know, 4 levels of God consciousness. And I noticed that they start, when they really start playing around with this thing, and they get into Dragon Ball Super. We already know the Dragon Balls are the 7 chakras. You know, the 7 levels of immortality. Shenron is the actual serpent energy inside of you. You get 1 wish or 3 wishes, depending on who you talk to. The first wish is actual Kundalini activation. You know, Kundalini activation, Shenron. Then you got the one on Namek with 3 wishes. That should pineal, pituitary, and hypothalamus glands, right? Your 3 magi, your 3 wishes. So, you know, they played with this real hard. You know, Piccolo, Pickle Man, you know, the Pickle Man. Let's see, and then the list goes on of what they did in this series. And you can fast forward to Dragon Ball Super, and they even show you soul fusion, where the 2 beings can fuse into one entity. That, you know, the 72 part of the 72 transformations, where he can transform into any being and actually in any object that he wanted to. Right? And so you see them play with the soul fusion as well, where 2 beings become one new entity. You know, the yin and yang energy. You know, the yin and yang energy. So you know, they play hard with this. Then in Dragon Ball Super, they introduced the concept of Super Saiyan God. Now he's already achieved God consciousness with regular Super Saiyan, but now he's in heaven with it now as a Super Saiyan God. You see what I'm saying? He above his crown chakra now. See. So when he achieved Super Saiyan, he was at his crown. He had awoken his crown. Now he's in his upper chakras, his ascended chakras above his head. Fucking with his God head. So he learned how to tap into what? His pure godhood, his highest levels of godhood, and became Super Saiyan God. And everybody like, Marvel, why they made him blue instead of gold? Really, it's supposed to be purple. They settled for blue. I think Super Saiyan blue. It was originally supposed to be purple, I think, but I don't think they wanted to take it that far, because those were the original colors. If they trying to transcend the electromagnetic spectrum, the next level he obtains is what? Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct is what? That's the Buddhist state of no mind, Mushin, where you can move. Your movements and techniques is guided by your soul and spirit instead of just your base body and mind instincts. See what I'm saying? It's guided by your soul and spirit. Your soul is the commander, and your spirit is the second in command. The second in command, and they're working together to have you fight, and rumble, without the interruption of what? Your monkey mind. You see what I'm saying? Your regular thought process. But in order to achieve this level, you got to be what? Completely and totally relaxed. And once you achieve a certain level of relaxation inside of you, inside of your being, you unlock this state known as Mushin, no mind. You see what I'm saying? But yes. This is what you got going on here. They played with this. So Ultra Instinct, what color was his hair? White. Why? White is the highest level of light on the visible light spectrum. So next time you see Goku and Vegeta, now they playing with both energies. They made Vegeta the god of destruction, so his hair gonna be purple. So he gonna be the transcended, the angelic side of the electromagnetic spectrum. Now he in the melanin side of it, because his hair gonna be ultraviolet. It's gonna be like an ultraviolet purple. Whereas Goku is the highest on the visible light spectrum, because his hair gonna be white. So they really playing with this. They really playing with these energies right now, right? So next time y'all see them, they gonna be on a whole other motherfucking level. They gonna be on a whole other level. So they gonna be God guys. They ain't gonna be just these regular niggas. They gonna be some bad motherfuckers. Next time y'all see them throw down. So in the mangas, if you've been keeping up with it a little bit. So this is what you got going on, this Monkey King energy. They really playing with this energy hard, because the Monkey King is one of the greatest anti-hero stories to ever manifest on the earth. Manifest on the earth now here. So yeah, so armor. Well, what was his armor? His armor was a golden chainmail shirt, a phoenix feather cap, which actually has a spirit in it, and cloud walking boots, so he can walk on clouds. Once again, making that connection with his ability as god of the sky and god of wind. You see what I'm saying? He was the wind god as well. Now, who was the Monkey King's lover? She in the movies, and I like that they did this. He was in love with a fox spirit by the name of Rushu. I'm gonna show a picture of her real quick. We're going to continue on. Let's see here. This is Rushu. The monkey and the fox. You see what I'm saying? The monkey and the fox, Rushu. So, the monkey and the wolf. She was a wolf spirit. My bad. The monkey and the wolf. So, they made this connection between them. So, bringing in his feminine energy. Usually, in most of the stories, you never see Sun Wukong in a love story. So, they brought in that feminine energy to bring balance to him. So, that was his love in the movie. Someone he really, really liked and really, really cared about. Rushu, the wolf spirit. So, now, what story did the Monkey King originally come from? I already told that. Journey to the West. Are there other Monkey Kings in other regions of the world? Yes. Starting with Hanuman, glory to Hanuman, as Mbaku said in in over there in East India or India. Then you got King Kong, which is America. Then you got Little Abu from the Aladdin storyline in Persia. You got Son Goku in Japan. Also got High School. Check that out. Got High School, real powerful. Also know the fire story of the Monkey King. It's an anime. You check it out on Crunchyroll. Then you got Bukitima, the Monkey Man in Singapore. You got Sir Copus in Greece. Let's see here. You got the Howler Monkey God in Mayan and Aztecian lore. You got Ceteris in Sweden. You got the Three Wise Monkeys also in Japan, which represent see no evil, speak no evil, and hear no evil. You got the Shug Monkey in North/Ireland mythology. You got Sarugami, the monkey spirits in Japan. And so those are just some of the representations. All over the world, this monkey energy exists. See what I'm saying? And everybody like, why is the monkey energy so powerful? The monkey energy represents the wildness of your lower self that can be refined into higher qualities. You see what I'm saying? Higher levels of consciousness. That's what it represents. That's why the Monkey King story is so beloved, because he went from this monster, this wild anti-heroish being to becoming a Buddha. The Buddha who fights. You see what I'm saying? The fighting Buddha. You see what I'm saying? So he literally went from one level to the highest level in Asian mythology. So they play with this. They play with this. So his story and all the monkey energies that exist is showing you your ability to transmute your wild, animal-like, lower energies into higher, refined, divine energies, heavenly energies inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So this is what you got going on here. This is what you got going on. You got King Kong. Let's go to King Kong for a second. They playing with this energy again. They released a series of movies. The King of the Monsters, where all the Titans or the elemental forces rose up again, and so they needed Godzilla, to fight off the elemental forces and hunt down all the elemental forces. Whether it's the Mothman, I think he was the god of the wind. You had the dragon, god of volcanoes. You had one of the beings who dealt with the water. He was a water being. You had the being of earth. You had all these titans that return the Titans. They show you in these movies, and they summon Godzilla. Who does Godzilla represent? Godzilla represents your medulla oblongata, which is your warrior mind. But they call it in their sciences your reptilian mind, your survival, the seat of your survival instincts and warrior-like skills in your mind. You see what I'm saying? So this you got going on. So now, since Godzilla didn't beat everybody, now Godzilla raising hell. And so now they need another motherfucker to beat Godzilla. And so now you get King Kong versus Godzilla. Let's check out this little trailer here for a second. And we're going to continue on here.
That's our only chance. We have to take it. We need Kong. The world needs him to stop what's coming. And there's a child. She's the only one he'll communicate with. I knew that they had a bond.
So a lot of people like, they didn't get regular Godzilla to fight Kong. They got like souped up Godzilla. So what's going on here? What's going on? Well, let's look at the basics here. Usually Godzilla is regular Godzilla versus King Kong. Now we already know King Kong is Son Wukong in America. We know that they relate King Kong to the black man, the melanated man. In the storyline, Godzilla goes on a rampage and starts just fucking shit up for whatever reason. Now, interestingly enough, they gave Godzilla an upgrade. They gave him these electric spikes, which shoots out beams of energy. That means that the reptilian mind is finally Kundalini awakened. That's what that's talking about. The reptilian mind is finally Kundalini awakened. Now, this is where it gets good. Why is it that they had to go get King Kong? The secret to this movie is King Kong, by him being Son Wukong and a representative of the Monkey King energy, has already achieved Buddhahood. Godzilla is trying to achieve Buddhahood. That's why he got the electric Kundalini spikes on his back that allow him to shoot out beams of light from his mouth, which is actually electroluminescence. Electroluminescence is once the pineal gland becomes enlightened. Your pineal gland is also a Merkaba or starship, right? You have an energetic starship. Well, once you shoot out once you get this, activate this starship inside of you, then there's a runway that is created. This runway allows you to tap into other dimensions, right? So this runway looks like a beam of light. You see this all the time with Ptah. He shoots out a beam of light out of his third eye. And so this beam of light can actually, your pineal gland or your consciousness shoots through or bursts through this beam of light and travels through the multiverse, travels through the multiverse. And your consciousness is the pilot, which is your soul. You see what I'm saying? This Macabrian energy. And then you can tap into it on a body level. The macabre energy is all over your body, right? So, this is what you got going on here. So, you see Godzilla shoot out this beam of light. Finally, Godzilla has achieved some semblance of enlightenment by Kundalini awakening. But he uses his energy to fuck this shit up. You see what I'm saying? He uses his energy to go on a rampage to fuck this shit up. Nobody knows why Godzilla is doing this, but we all know why Star sees. He fucking up the world because he sees after you achieve Kundalini consciousness, you realize that this realm is a prison. They probably gonna give us some other reason why, but we already know that the reason why he goes on a rampage to start fucking the world up is because he realized that this third dimensional plane is a fucking prison. You see what I'm saying? It's a penile colony, a penile system, the Hades system, whatever the fuck you want to call it, chaos, but we already know it's a lockdown realm, right? You in a lockdown prison realm, right? So, since how you know this, Godzilla, once he achieved Kundalini consciousness, he did it the first time before he even achieved Kundalini consciousness. In the original movies, he started fucking up humanity. Because he knew something was wrong, even though he wasn't Kundalini awakened, he was conscious enough to know something was wrong in the original storylines. But now he Kundalini awakened, and now he knows what's going on. So why they go get Kong? All the motherfuckers on the planet, they go get Kong. And they connected Kong with the feminine energy. It's a little girl, which I just get the feeling they're gonna call the little girl Sophia. Don't know why, just get that feeling. They're gonna call that little girl Sophia, which we know he connected him to the feminine energy. And that's the only, and the Sophian energy is the only thing that activates King Kong or Son Wukong, right? Cause why? And of course, this being the black man, that melanin energy, the feminine energy is the only thing that activates the melanin energy, because the melanin energy is feminine energy. You see what I'm saying? And the masculine energy is the bioluminescence or the combustion that happens within the melanin. You see what I'm saying? That allows you to generate light from within you, the glow. You see? So this is what you got going on. So they summon King Kong to deal with Godzilla, because Godzilla fucking shit up. But then they found out that King Kong answers to nobody as well. Because King Kong is the master of all these motherfuckers. He's the master of all of the forces, all the Titan forces on the planet. So not even Godzilla could fuck with King Kong. You know? They realized that we can't even fuck with King Kong, a bad motherfucker too. What was we thinking? But hell, they thought that they was getting the lesser evil. They was picking one or the other. But King Kong is deadlier than fucking Godzilla, as they found out. You know, as they found out. And so, literally, you just seen this nigga Godzilla shoot this nigga with a beam of energy. King Kong take that shit and still smash his ass. You see what I'm saying? Shit, because remember, in the Sun Wukong story, due to his high levels of immortality, his body has become highly durable. You see what I'm saying? So, nigga, this little beam of light ain't shit, nigga. I took on 100,000 heavenly generals, nigga. Shit, I took down what it was, like 20 some constellations. Let's see here. Yeah, 28 constellations, my nigga. 4 heavenly kings, a demon king, nigga. Even fought the Jade Emperor himself. Yeah, whooped up on his favorite guardian, Mizha. You know, shit, and went toe to toe with his baddest warrior, the heavenly general early on Shin. So yeah. You got some work to do, Godzilla. You got some work to do before you get on this level, before you get on my level. And so that's why King Kong always kicks Godzilla ass. You know, Godzilla is trying to become fully awakened. Fucking Sun Wukong, not only fully awakened and Kundalini conscious, he way up here in his godhead. This nigga didn't achieve Buddhahood already. He already did that. This nigga done already achieved 7 levels of immortality and Kundalini awakened and did all that other cool shit. He was somewhere in a whole other paradigm chilling. They had to go find King Kong somewhere. You know, they had to go find him somewhere. He was somewhere in nature and his own dimension chilling. They was like, yeah, we ain't got no choice, Sun Wukong, nigga. You the only nigga on the fucking planet that can whoop this nigga ass. You know, they can whoop this nigga ass. So, King Kong did what they need to do, and they used the feminine energy as a weapon to control him. See what I'm saying? You know, they always like weaponizing the feminine energy and using it for their purposes, even though they hate to get a goddess her props, but they love to use her energy to do different fuck shit, you know. So that's what you got going on here. So, and you know, we don't know how it's gonna go, but hell, if King Kong just took a fucking beam, which is the baddest weapon Godzilla had, yeah, he just took that beam like a man or like a god. That beam of energy and like he fucking pounded the shit out of Godzilla. So yeah, I don't see Godzilla winning. Like most of the time, usually the King Kong story, Godzilla loses, or they gonna probably try to make it a draw, so they ain't gotta deal with neither energy. You know, that's a possibility too. But usually King Kong whoops Godzilla ass anytime. You know, everybody seen that like, nah, nigga, King Kong put them ha-has on Godzilla, nigga. Godzilla can't fuck with everybody else. You know, all the other Titan forces. But shit, when it comes to goddamn King Kong, nigga, you trying to become God. I'm already God, my nigga. I'm already God, nigga. The Monkey King been running shit since for about 500 years now, my nigga. Shit, since the 1600s, 1700s, wherever the 17th century is, or 16th century, which I think it's the 1700s. So for 300-400 years, he been getting it now. You know, 300-400 years, he been getting it. So journey to the west, conquered his 81 tribulations and got the fuck on. So every time you see King Kong, he already somewhere in his own realm. He chilling somewhere in his own dimension. And then niggas come and drag his ass back to the physical plane to deal with the bullshit, because they are woken. These niggas, these humans, these regular motherfuckers, these archons can't deal with these supernatural forces. So they got to go and find somebody who bout their life, or somebody greater than the forces that they can't defeat. How they can't defeat Godzilla with regular guns. This nigga can shoot beams of energy out of his mouth. Shit. You know, hey, who wanna deal with it? And wipe out a whole fucking city like it ain't nothing. So yeah. So they had to go summon King Kong, tranquilize him, bring him on a ship, you know, pull him out his dimension back into the earthly plane, which he's already conquered. That's why in all the King Kong movies, my nigga is never on. You always gotta go find King Kong because he's already conquered this shit. You see what I'm saying? He's already conquered this realm. You know, Godzilla, cause Godzilla always kind of come out of the underworld or some shit. You know, he's somewhere in the water, the ocean, somewhere. He usually the ocean being, cause he's a reptilian, right? So he's an ocean being. So he usually come out of the ocean somewhere. You know, but shit, King Kong somewhere in another dimension chilling. And they gotta go find this nigga. So yeah. So this is what this story is about. King Kong versus Godzilla is the classic. Nigga, I'm God. I'm already God versus I'm trying to become God. You know, trying to become God. Look like Godzilla has finally achieved Kundalini consciousness, but he pretty much Son Wukong was when he first got to heaven, and they made him goddamn Lord of the fucking horse stable. That's basically where he at in his Kundalini consciousness right now. You still gotta level up, my nigga. You gotta come out that horse stable, my nigga. You got work to do, player. Shit, you gotta reach some upper levels, nigga. Then you gotta become Lord of the fucking peace trees, my nigga. You gotta do everything I had to do to achieve Buddhahood. So have fun with that. Have fun with that. So yeah. So yeah, that's what these stories about. That's what these stories about. Sun Wukong is literally the black man as he journeys to the west to deal with his 81 tribulations, so he can achieve Christ consciousness / soul consciousness or Buddhahood or become the new nigga Junas on the block. That's all it is. We call them deities now. We call it deities now. You know, you master your deities, inner deities, you become a deity. You know, they're unique master, they're omnimortal. You see what I'm saying? Who has mastered all his internal forces, the Jedi Master, or the Jedi Grandmaster, to really bring it to light. You know, where you the master both your super consciousness and your ultra conscious levels of awareness. So yeah, we already know fucking Sun Wukong ultra conscious around here. He a grandmaster. You know, fucking Godzilla just achieved super consciousness. He just got to the lowest level of super consciousness around here due to his Kundalini awakening. So nigga, you gotta get on your level, nigga. So you know they might try to do some fuck shit. You know, be prepared to see them try to say that it's a draw between the two because they don't want to deal with no energies, or they finally might have Godzilla beat Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong or King Kong. You know, be prepared for the fuck shit. You never know with these niggas in they movies. But usually, 9 times out of 10, in the theater movies we just seen where these three niggas that fought, the Sun Wukong or King Kong usually beat the shit out of Godzilla. We usually know the game there. You know, nigga. I'm so you trying to become God, nigga. I'm on my Titan shit now, nigga. I'm a Titan now, nigga. They say you a Titan now, nigga. You just got here. You a little Titan, nigga. I'm a big Titan, nigga. Shit, you just not coming into your Titan ship, your Titan hood. I already got my ranks. Look at these 5 stars, my nigga. Come get you some, nigga. Shit, just got 2 more. Just got 2 more stars. I hadn't even put on my goddamn shirt yet. You know, shit, 2 more ranks before I even came here. So advanced, I don't even deal with this dimension no more. Cause you notice when the rise of the monsters, as they said, Sun Wukong was the only one that's never present. They have to go find this nigga. In every particular storyline, Sun Wukong is never present. When all the other Titan forces rose, Sun Wukong don't show up. He'll be studying his earthly realm. Nigga, I'm free. Y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want to do, but I'm free, my nigga. So they had to go find him and pull him out of his own heaven back into this 3rd dimensional bullshit where he got to put up with this bullshit. And so, yeah, he got to put up with this bullshit. So what they did, so they brought out King Kong a few years ago. So, you know, I always got in love with the white woman, you know. Once again brought him out of his natural habitat to the physical plane where, chasing the white woman, chasing this weaponized feminine energy. The white woman represents weaponized feminine energy, so they can finally kill off the last Titan. That's basically what the story is about. He climbs the Empire State Building, which is the artificial Kundalini energy, the artificial spine. You see what I'm saying? And they finally kill him off. Godzilla vs. King Kong is usually precedes the King Kong story. Now they brought the little girl in there, the little white girl in there. So we gonna say that's the same girl, Jane. They may call her Jane. I think that's her name in the regular King Kong movies, Jane or whatever. So they may call her Jane as well. But she little Jane right now. So they summoning King Kong again to come deal with this. And so yeah, they trying to bridge the gap, showing you that King Kong whooped that ass before they had to kill him off. So he the last Titan. He becomes the last Titan after Godzilla, after he kills off Godzilla. So I think this is what they doing here. That's what they doing here. So they back in the past when Godzilla fought. They mentioned there was a war. You notice they mentioned that there was a war. They talking about the ancient war between the gods and the archons. You know, the gods and the archons, and how they fought and how certain motherfuckers betrayed. These Moors betrayed us, you know. These Moors betrayed us to set up their magistrate, and they taught these motherfuckers how to suppress and oppress us, you know. The Murs, the Moos, the Green Hats, the Moonies, you know. So the Red Hats started all this shit, and so they referencing this. So King Kong is the Murs or the Moonian energy, and Godzilla represents the Moorish energy. You know, so they playing with multiple levels here. They playing with multiple levels with this particular movie. You know, with the Sun Wukong energy. They playing with it. They like to play with these fucking energies like that, like because it's a game to them. You know, it's a game to them. And so yeah, usually they let King Kong win, which is the merged energy, the Muyan energy. And Godzilla finally falls, which is the Moorish energy. Then they pull King Kong back into this shit one more time to kill him off. You know, the last Titan, you know, the last god, the last master, you know, the last dragon. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's usually what they do. So yeah, the finale. Sun Wukong reminds us to continue fighting until we get back to our truest and highest selves. That's basically what the story of Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong shows you that, yeah, you could be in your lower self, you could be a criminal, you could be whatever. But if you keep working towards your higher self, and don't let this dimension destroy you, then you will become if you so choose, you can become that Buddha. You know, you can become that master, you know, that super saiyan, that super god, that Titan, that super, you know, that super being, or that super hero, as we've heard so much about, if you so choose to walk the path. So there y'all go. That is the story of Sun Wukong. I want to bring that to y'all. Been talked about on multiple occasions. Just wanted to give y'all my perspective of it. So, any questions? Any questions? Jay, go back to when the Moors taught these archons how to take us out. Yeah, I talked about that on multiple occasions. The Moors, during the Great War, the Moors betrayed us, defected, told them our secrets, told these archons our secrets, and they used those secrets to destroy us. You know, they attacked the planet, they attacked us. They attacked all our sacred objects, our sacred places, and that's how we feel, or so-called feel. We really didn't fall from anything. Really, this shit was always corrupt and broken in the first place. But if you want to know how we got into this condition, then yes, that's how we lost this war. So yeah. Robert will animate God of High School. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. So yeah, there you go. That's a little story. You can check out my Schools Out and my World Ghetto lecture. I go in on that, Jay Sagacity. But I'm gonna go and get out of here. I'm Marvin Jones. Y'all put the word out. Share this with your friends. If you want to get the 100-second needle names for $20, I throw in the 50 names of Marduk as well. Hit me up. If you want to check out my other occult lectures, hit me up at the Melanite Order on YouTube. And if you want to just donate, support, you can Cashapp me at mcjnetwork, and I'm out. Peace.